right, Rook. Next stop, New Atlantis. Your connection is Juan Dayu. She's got most of the premium UC smuggling routes locked down tight. If you don't piss her off, she should be able to sneak you past SY-920's security.
Just remember to count your fingers after you shake hands with her.
She would be wise to do the same.
You're in the fleet. You should always expect trouble. As far as Juan goes, even though she's one of our newer contacts, you shouldn't have any problems dealing with her. Definitely. We're talking cargo depots, star yards, research stations, and, like in SY-920's case, military outposts. I've never seen someone new to the game have so many contacts. It's the reason we let her join up in the first place. I don't know how she accomplished that. We've been trying to crack some of those places for years. I sure hope so, because she might be our only crack at finding a decent decryption device. Once Juan gets you past the guard dogs, it's gonna be on you to locate the comm spike. According to the data we have, it's in the prototype phase, meaning there should only be a single device aboard the station.
Basically, you break it, you bought it. Unfortunately, I have no idea. Like Neva said, it's a prototype, so it could look like anything. Once you're inside SY-920 and you're behind their firewalls, you should pick through their computer system. With any luck, it'll point you the right way.
Oh, and one more thing. SY-920 is a UC military installation. That means it's guarded by heavily armed troops. And we both know those idiots don't mess around. If you intend to turn the place into a shooting gallery, you might want to be sure you're hauling an arsenal, because you're gonna need it. She's got the clout to get you in the front door. They're gonna think you're part of a regular supply delivery. Beyond that, you and Juan are gonna have to put your heads together and come up with a plan. Perfect. That's what I like to hear. Okay, so I'm gonna arrange a meeting with Juan at Kay's place in the well. In the meantime, I'll make sure Jazz comes up with a solution to the electromagnetic atmosphere problem at Bannock 4.
Oh, okay. You'll make sure? More like, get drunk while Jazz does all the hard work.
Privileges of rank, my darling. And you, get the hell out of here, and... The Crimson Fleet made contact with her about a year ago. We were searching for a smuggling connection in UC space. And not only did she pass, but the results were off. Beyond that, I don't know much about her. But hey, I'm gonna leave that up to you. If you get into deep trouble and you think bringing her into the fold, at some point, Delgado's gonna be promising everyone their cut of Crix's leg. But until the money's within reach, we'll talk later.
This is UC Security. Prepare to be scanned for contraband. And complete. Enjoy your stay in New Atlantis.
Anything I can do for you?
I take it your neighbor's new recruit? Careful, the walls have ears. SY-920 is one of my regular stops, so I already have the necessary approvals. Neva says you're after a piece of UC tech. So to get it, we're going to need to get you on board. I can do that, but I have conditions. Good. If I can be candid, for this job to work, we'll have to do this my way. We take my ship, and you're a member of my crew. But make no mistake, once you board, the risk is entirely yours. This route is highly lucrative, and sacrificing it is not an option.
Do not mistake us for amateurs. We will get the job done without sacrificing your route.
I appreciate the confidence. I just want to remind you, this job calls for more discretion than your usual swashbuckling adventures. In any case, when you're ready, meet me at my ship. It's the Jade Swan. And make sure you're prepared for the long haul. Once you're on board SY-920, you can't come and go as you please. I'd like to. In my experience, the more people know about... True, but silence is a powerful thing. I find the best talking just muddies the picture. Anyways, I appreciate the small talk. Delgado's... But let's keep our focus on the mission. We can swap our story. Only what I've been told. Get you on the SY-920, get you out if I can. That being said, I can be a better guide if I know what it is. Interesting. When we get to the station, I'll see if I can pull any information on its whereabouts. Hopefully that'll make for a smoother trip. Less than you. And even if I did, I must... But if Delgado's after it, so we better do it right. Enough to be on a first-name basis with the Marines. It also helps they want us to dock. The cargo ship means supplies, special requests, slates from... In the void of space, a cargo hauler is... We'll talk more on the ship.
Everything good? We're here to help. You will be scanned and you can
Any adventure you can fly away from. Is that how the saying goes? Is something amiss? So... yes.
Hey,
Goodbye.
most of us have been part of Juan's crew for years before we joined the fleet.
Nobody could stop the Crimson Fleet.
Pardon. Yes?
Yeah.
Hello.
Glad you're in the fleet. If you weren't, I would have killed you already.
Howdy.
Okay. Hello.
Always looking for the next mark.
I think you may be trying to take a little too much on. Literally.
Yes? What?
All right, a few things to note. When we get to the checkpoint, UC military will be hailing us. Let me do the talking. Pretend you're a piece of cargo if you have to. Good. Say nothing and let their minds fill in the gaps.
Arguably a good philosophy for more than just this mission.
I'd say so. There are times when you have to put on a show, but that's more for new clients. Now, like I said before, once we take off, there's no turning back. If you need to take care of anything before we leave, do it. If you want to ask... All right, then get comfortable. We leave for SY-920 immediately.
All crew prepare for takeoff. Routing power to engine and crab drive. All systems go.
We'll graph jump the SY-920 from here. Don't worry about your personal ship. The fleet will make sure it's secure. You can take this time to prepare. Just try not to bother my pilot while they're flying.
Don't worry, Captain. I've spent half my life walking and chewing gum at the same time. I can handle a little banter.
Sounds like you're putting in a request for double duty.
Captain, I retract my earlier statement. For the record, I don't even like gum.
Noted. Just get us there.
Roger that.
You've entered secure UC military space. Identify yourself or you will be considered hostile.
This is Captain Huan Daiyu, cargo class ship ID UC-7938, requesting permission to dock.
Identity confirmed. Prepare your ship for... Scanning. You're clear to dock at docking bay 2.
Looks like we're clear. We'll talk more once we're docked.
Captain Daiyu can fly the ship herself. Way better than I can.
Okay, we're in. First things first. The station is enormous, with checkpoints everywhere. To get past them, you'll need a military uniform. And to get a uniform, you'll need to get to the barracks. There should be a way through the vents. You can get to them via the maintenance store downstairs. There's an intercom there as well, where we can make contact. Once you get a uniform, it should be fairly easy to find an elevator to the command. But if at any point... Only military personnel are allowed out of the cargo area. That's why we need... This is a star station, so... As far as tactics go... I would hope not. But if they do, we'll cross that... Either way, for now, get on that station and find that.
As long as the credits keep rolling in, life's good.
I find the interior of this ship comforting.
You with the Jade Swan? Loading and unloading only. Stay clear of the military barracks. We need a lot of cargo to keep a station this size running. Cargo haulers are restricted to the cargo bay.
Excuse me.
Hold up. This area is for SY-920 military only. Rules are rules. Can't let you in unless you're military. Well, if you're quick about it, I suppose no one will notice. All right, fine. You're good. Just be quick about it. That goes for your friend, too.
We will be quick.
You been to the mess hall? Culinary specialist Okoye is a damn good chef.
Hey! Authorized personnel only. Let's hope I see a Marine next time. Rules haven't changed. Authorized. Only designated SY-920 UC military.
Yes. What?
It's tough not seeing any action, but securing a station like this is pretty important.
Can you do me a favor and bring that plate over to the guard at Cargo Bay 2? I made a black pepper crusted steak sandwich. It's not easy feeding a crew this size, but my pride as an officer won't let me cut any corners. I could have been a civilian chef. You know, own my own restaurant, serve the locals. But as a specialist for the UC, I get to travel across the stars and try out ingredients people have never heard of.
I also wish to be prepared for any situation, but there are practical limits, no?
Rules haven't changed. I told Specialist Okoye I like my sandwiches.
leave this area, or your safety will be compromised.
I've heard that technology in the station would make the FC surrender before we even started. Heavy weapons aren't just about strength. They're about backbone.
I don't know what you do without me, but let's try and work this through. If you found a uniform, be sure to put it on. That'll provide some cover. I've hacked into the database, and it seems information on the comm spike is in the archives. There's a checkpoint you'll have to pass, which requires a clearance code.
Checkpoints have not been a problem so far. There's little reason to think this one would be different.
I like the confidence, but remember, they tend to get harder the further you go. Hence, the clearance code. Try the security office. They likely have a computer there that has what you need. Going dark for now. We'll talk again once you've located.
Yes? A good team always... Right.
I don't recognize your face, Ensign. Are you new?
Not everything in the galaxy needs to come with us, you know.
Lost, Ensign?
You aren't assigned to this level, Ensign. You need to leave.
Guess what? And you know how the commander feels about breaking the chain. She hates it. Well, you've got to just use the computer in the security office and look up the...
Need your clearance code, Marine. All right, Ensign, let's hear it. Sorry, Ensign. Code doesn't match. Need your clearance code, Marine. All right, Ensign, let's hear. You're clear, Ensign Ngata. I assume the two of you are together?
Yes, we are together.
Then you're both clear.
Commander Natara, test flights for the latest prototypes are ready to go.
Acknowledged, Lieutenant. Inform them they are clear to launch.
Now would be a good time to reprioritize what we bring with us and what we leave behind. Or sell. Or throw away.
I don't recognize your faces. I don't know you, Ensign. You sure you have clearance? You aren't assigned to this level, Ensign. You need to leave.
Stop right there, Ensign. All right, Ensign. Why aren't you at your post? Only authorized personnel are... Stop being evasive and answer the question. Only senior officers report to the commander. Something doesn't seem right. I think we can work fine. I'll let you go, Ensign. But as soon as you're done with your task, you should return to your post. If you aren't assigned to this level, Ensign, you need to leave.
If you aren't assigned to this level, Ensign, you need to leave.
If you aren't assigned to this level, Ensign, you need to leave.
You aren't assigned to this level, Ensign.
tests with the comms by Zoe.
Dr. Vogel has put in a request for more personnel. It seems there was an accident.
It's always something with that doctor.
Not to change the subject, but are we concerned about the potential leaks?
No. Until you can provide more substantial. We monitor the situation with the cloud.
Yu here. Cargo's almost unloaded. We'll be departing shortly. Sorry, but the situation calls for it. That being said, I can stay in orbit for a short while. I'll need to send word to Delga, but it looks like you'll need to find your own. That doesn't mean you're trapped. On a station this big, there are bound to be other vessels. As a member of the Crimson Fleet, I trust. First lesson in being a rookie. Good luck. If you manage to get the comm spike and make it out alive, next time you have to know.
You might wish to lighten your load. One is less likely to survive an ambush when one is weighed down with whatever all that is.
Hey. Yes?
I've heard the team is looking for more test pilots. I don't know you, Vincent. You sure you have clearance? So, what's this big project you're working on?
Well, I can tell you, but then I'd have to... kill you.
Really?
Project comes
Couldn't you just trust me?
No, right out the airlock you'd go. But I'd try my best not to enjoy it.
talk to the commander? Get me reinstated? Natara's doing you a favor, Marcine. Would you prefer to court-martial? Dishonorable discharge? Because all of that was on the table. I would have preferred things to remain as they were, so I made a mistake. But my work on the Comspike was and is irrelevant. Dr. Vogel will do just fine without you. Besides, we both know the only reason you were on that project was to bloat the budget so we could embezzle the creds. And to that end, your share of the funds should be transferred to your Gal Bank account shortly. What am I supposed to even say to that? Those funds are the reason I don't have a job. You can start by saying thank you. Hell, I even warned you not to poke the bear. Commander Natara being the Ursine Predator in this analogy. Aaron was right. I should have never hit send. Yeah, you screwed up. Royally. But you can protect Dr. Gong and all the King's subjects by keeping your mouth shut from now on.
Intercepting transponder
Yeah.
data in the Alpha system.
Hey, you want my advice? On some planet at the edge of the galaxy where you can relax.
Resulting risk increased by a magnitude
Lay back.
I do not wish to judge, but I doubt you truly need to be carrying all of
Get your
that.
mind off all this.
Doesn't know won't kill her.
No, and stop with the sad puppy dog face, too. Makes you look guilty. And?
Wait, who are you? The Comspike. But I can't just hand it to you. It's a module for a ship. It's attached to a prototype. We're still in the testing phase, running decryptions across a variety. It can even interpolate signal data lost. Yes, it's not quite cracking the Enigma code, but it will give us a significant tactical advantage. We'll be able to infer everything from battle plans to meal consumption. Not that we'd care about that sort of thing, outside of the effects of diet on combat readiness. And yes, there are certain kinks to be worked out, missing parts and the occasional traumatic injury. Oh, it's ready. We're long past the inference stage. And now that we've corrected the prior mishaps, it's time for real flesh. The kind unafraid to make the necessary In short, I've requested a full squadron of these They'll give the prototype a final run, and provided they're... Splendid. That was fast. Normally my requests aren't given. I see. It would have been nice if... Then where are they now? And what... You're right. We do need to hurry if we're going to have this module ready in time. All right, you've convinced me. You're the new... You'll need a uniform and a terminal password to authorize a flight and get past Natar. The uniform you can get in the locker room area. The pass... You'll find the prototype ship at Docking Bay 8. Use the password to access the flight terminals in the control center. And of course, best of luck. You are doing so...
abilities are truly amazing. Hey.
The station seemed busier. Some suspicious behavior. I haven't seen anything suspicious.
Yes?
I don't know you, Ensign. You sure you have clearance?
I don't recognize your face, Ensign. Are you new?
If you are free soon, could we talk? I have been thinking about what we talked about before. The idea of purpose. We spoke of the difference between having a purpose and having goals. But thinking more, I have been single-minded in my pursuits. I have sacrificed much to be where I am now. Thank you. I have told you that I am not one to discuss my past. Thank you. I promised to provide for I have spent my adult life away from my home, jumping from It certainly influenced. I was convinced from the beginning that it was unwise to let anyone get too. I often find other people complicated and confusing. Until now, I have disagreed strongly with, but therein lies my concern. What I am trying to say is that I now wonder whether it has been the Thank you for listening to me. There must be something in all of that you can afford to let go of. What did you need? Very good.
Prototype ship, you are not cleared for takeoff. What's going on over there?
Unauthorized launch from engineering. All ships, secure the prototype. Got it, bogey. On him.
Well, welcome back, Rook. Looks like you got a new toy for me. Go on in and give everyone the lowdown. We'll take care of things from here.
Need something?
Are you looking to start something? Because I'm finished.
Even when I see it with my own eyes, it is still hard to believe.
Yeah?
If you need credits, hit up the mission order.
Nice to know Neva was right about you. It's good to have a promising rookie with the fleet. I won't deny I helped. Let's hope the compensation reflects that, huh? Anyway, I believe I owe you a drink. It's the last time I'm paying, of course. Because if Delgado's right about Crix's legacy, you've earned more than your fair share already with that comm spike. Yeah, and I had to feign my surprise to make sure I didn't rat you out. Sounds like you're on board as I have to admit, the way things are going.
Whether Crix's legacy is real or not, we have a job to do, and we will see it through.
Anyway, I've kept you long enough. Now that you've had your drink and my day.
We go, UC system shut.
Good luck with the mission.
I always thought heat leeches were just pests.
Jasmine tells me that you not only brought us the comm spike, but an entire prototype UC ship. I'm impressed, Rook. Very impressed.
Should have taken the compliment, Rook. Dale doesn't give those out often. Juan gave us the full rundown of your little smash and grab operation. She gave you some really high praise. Said you were a pro.
And from what I hear, receiving praise from Juan Dayu is quite an accomplishment. All in all, a job well done. Now, on to the business at hand. Jasmine, are you there?
Yep, I'm here, boss. What's up?
How's it going?
I already have 2 of my crew tearing the ship apart from one end to the other. Comm spike shouldn't be too tough to extract. I'm looking forward to seeing what those UC techs have been up to.
Keep me posted. All right. That leaves our electromagnetic atmosphere problem. And I think we've discovered a solution. There's a corporation in the city of Neon called Generdyne. They're responsible for the massive conduction grid that powers the city. We get our hands on their electrical absorption tech, and Jasmine swears she can tame it to handle Bannock 4.
You damn right she can. My girl can piece together a jump engine with her eyes shut. Literally, I've seen her do it. Lost good money on that bet.
All right, let's not get carried away, neighbor. Now, why don't you give us the info on our Neon contact?
You get to meet up with the lovely Estelle Vincent. She's had her deft little fingers on the pulse of Neon for some time now. Whatever info you need, I guarantee she can get.
Estelle is one of the most reliable captains we have in the fleet. If I want something done, there's none of the typical bullshit. It gets done, and after... No. There is no getting along here. You are going to do everything she asks. Follow? She is valuable to the fleet. You piss her off and we lose...
We have dealt with more than a few of your captains. This one should be no problem.
You did right by one. But she's almost as green as you two. Estelle is different.
Estelle will be waiting at... I'd say don't keep her waiting. But chances...
And keep your eyes on the prize. Neon's one big distraction for people like us. We are one step away from...